it's a heap of fun. It also opens up a ton of more terrain where you can ski off-piste and in the trees if you like, where there are often bumps formed throughout the season. And what we'd like to help her with is be able to ski right down the middle and then sort of slide into the next bump to help slow us down and control our speed. I'm Tom Gellie and you're tuned into the latest episode of Carv's Technique Teardown. Ever notice how a lot of intermediate skiers in the Moguls look like they're shopping for bumps? So they're zigzagging across the slope instead of skiing down the fall line. Now, skiing down the fall line may seem like an intimidating, more scary thing to do, but today I want to show you and help you that there is a skill you can work on that actually makes it more in control and gives you better options and the ability to ski a Mogul line really well. To help us with the goal of learning to ski fall line bumps today, we have video from Sam. Now, Sam is an intermediate level skier, and you can see here as she takes on these bumps, she's doing it totally in control, but can you see she's going from almost one edge of the Moguls all the way to the other. And what we'd like to help her with is be able to ski right down the middle, but feel as controlled and as safe as she probably feels going wider right now. So I'd say a lot of people make this same mistake because they take a lot of the technique and things they try and do on snow on the flat groomers into the Mogul-y 3D terrain of the bumps. And one of the main problems here on the groomers, you need to edge your skis hard and really finish across the hill to control your speed. In the Moguls, we don't really need that as much. We've got the bumps that actually help us slow down, so we can use more of a side slip to create some friction, and that will allow us to ski more down the middle of this bump line and then sort of slide into the next bump to help slow us down and control our speed. So if we looked at Sam's Carv data on this one, or you looked at your own data here, you'd probably see in the turn shape, the rotary column, that there's like this graphic that shows quite a wide turn shape. Good Mogul skiers won't have that. They'll be more of a shallow S coming straight down the fall line. You may also notice she's probably got some stemming going on, so her edges aren't changing and working together at the same time. They're sort of sequential, 1, 2, instead of simultaneous. So her edging similarity might not be as good as it could be. So let's help her and you improve your ability to ski fall line Moguls by working first on a side slip. Now, the first step in this progression to us all skiing better Moguls in control is to actually work on this side slip outside of the bumps. So you want to find a decent pitch, like a blue run, that's been groomed pretty well, and you're going to practice this side slip, which is essentially going sideways down the hill in a slip. And you're trying to learn to not dig the edges in too much, but to release them and let yourself go down the hill with the edges at the same angle in a straight line. So you don't want to be going side to side, because that's the problem we saw in the first one, shopping and digging the edges in too much going across. We're trying to learn to go straight down the fall line. So after you've practiced that for a little bit with both the left foot down the hill and the right foot down the hill, you're then ready to bring it back into some easy Moguls. So step 2, where we take the side slip into the bumps, we've got some help with some footage from Rosie. Rosie was over in Australia filming with Carv, and we were standing at the top of this bump run, and she said, "Tom, I'm intimidated. This looks really difficult. I don't know what to do in bumps. I can't control my speed well. Have you got one tip?" I said, yes, the side slip. So we practiced outside, just like I've mentioned, outside of the bumps, and then she had to go in some really easy bumps, which is step 2. So find some easy Moguls to practice this, and this is how she went. So you'll see she's not trying to go across the hill. I said just really try and side slip all the way down until you actually bump into a bump. A lot of people, when they see a bump coming, try and dig the edges in and grip and get pushed across the hill. So that one right there and that one right there was really good. And look how slow she went down the hill, because you're using this friction to help grab some snow, and you can kind of really get a sense of being in like first gear on a four-wheel drive and going really slowly down the hill. So if we take a quick moment to check a comparison of these two tactics, Sam on the left, Rosie on the right, you can see there's quite a bit of a difference in the turn shape. So there's Sam with the wide turns going right across the hill, shopping for bumps. Whereas we've got Rosie coming right down the fall line and just skiing, right into the bump. Not worry about edging and pushing across the hill, but allowing herself to ski into the bump. And that's the new thing you might discover here is as you come towards that bump, like Rosie is right here, don't be, you'll want to dig in, which will then ricochet you across the hill. If you just slide into it, the shape of most bumps are going to naturally push you like they've just done with Rosie right there across the hill enough. So it's why Sam is getting in trouble over here, because that's happening and she's adding edging, and so she's getting pushed across the hill. Plus her intention is not really to go down the hill. You can even see it in where they're looking. Like Rosie is looking right down here, Sam is looking across the hill. Now I want to manage your expectations at this point. Part of what you're trying to do here is really build feelings and a new balance points under your feet and this new sensation of not edging too much. And so this is not gonna miraculously change straight away. If you keep at it and push through some difficulties and frustration, I think it's gonna get there. But yeah, give yourself time and always take a break if it's too hard in the bumps. Go perfect your side slipping out in some unbumpy terrain or just smaller bumps. At the end of the day, when the piste is all chopped up, you must get natural bumps forming there. You can practice targeting your side slip down into one of these small lumps of snow. So our next step is to challenge ourselves with some bigger bumps and perhaps a steeper run. So here we're going to look at Rosie in a second after she's had some practice and got some confidence, and she's in some definitely bigger bumps, steeper pitch. Let's see how she goes. So you take the same approach. She's not looking to over edge the ski, side slip down, and look at this. She's got some speed, she's feeling more comfortable. Sure, there could be some tidying of things up here, but this is a massive improvement to her standing at the top of the bump run going, I really don't know how to do this and I feel like I can't stay in the line. Let's have a closer look just for this final one to see if we can point out and remind you of the things that will really help your intention when you take it to a little bit more difficult bumps. So you're really trying to side slip down these back faces of the bumps, like right here, if you can. These sections I've drawn in green. If you start getting too far across to these outer edges here, that's when you're gonna hit another bump and you're gonna get shot across the hill. So we have a closer look at Rosie, so she's side slipped down. This is what I was talking about. Remember, you hit the bump is gonna push you. It's like angled back. They're like a set of stairs that you kind of land at each time you side slip down. So if you add edging to that too much, well, there you get shot across. So she's like over this side, got her skis pivoted really fast. See how the edges are turning and almost matching together. Nice edge similarity. And there she goes into the side slip. This is where you will feel the speed control. Right down through there, hits the next bump. Got to be quick, turn back over. Great job there. So there's the side slip, there's the speed control, hits the next one. When you get flung right out like she is over in this territory here, that's where you want to bring it back and really get your side slipping coming down this part I've drawn in green on the bumps. That's when you're going to get maximum control. Remember, we're trying to, as best we can, stay in a pretty narrow corridor and scrape the back sides of the bumps, not hit the outer edges. But not too bad, but notice on that one how she comes in pretty hot, doesn't get enough time to get the side slip happening, and then a little bit later for the next one. But let's see if she can recover it. Great job, pivoting, nice pole plant there. This is, if you get a good pole plant in, that'll give you confidence to then put the side slip in earlier, giving you control earlier. So pretty good. There's a great example of someone taking the side slip from out of the bumps into some easy bumps and then some more difficult ones to challenge yourself and keep pushing your skiing higher. So step one was work on your side slips outside of the bumps. Step two was just introducing small bumps, even the lumps that are created at the end of a day on the piste. You can use those to target your side slips and finish on. Remember, you're trying to learn to side slip into the bump, not stop before it. That mogul is going to give you that little bit of a pinball bumper effect to help bounce you. It's enough to get you turning from side to side. And then number three, you're going to try and challenge yourself by taking it to steeper and bigger bumps. I will say though that one cautionary point here, not all bumps are created equal. Some moguls are just shaped almost like a luge track, and they don't really have a mogul shape. It's almost, yeah, like a bobsled track. So those ones, this side slip approach may not work, okay? So bigger natural open fields, this definitely does. My hope is that this information really helps you embrace and love bump skiing, because it actually doesn't need to be that hard on your body. If you can take this slow and build control first, I think you'll actually discover it's a heap of fun. It also opens up a ton more terrain where you can ski off-piste and in the trees if you like, where there are often bumps formed throughout the season. Remember, if you've got Carv, you can use the metrics and the data in there to kind of keep a track of how things are going and just have something to compare where you're at and where your progress is going. There are a whole bunch of other steps that will help you become a better mogul skier, like I mentioned, your pole planning, working on absorbing, other skills. But for now, just pick it off and just take small pieces and chunks, work on those skills, and I'm sure that is going to help make you a better skier. I really do think this progression and this skill set of working on a side slip is going to help you. I know I've seen it work wonders with my 7-year-old son, as well as other clients at the other end of the age spectrum. So we'd love to hear how you get on with this. Please leave any comments down below if this concept has reframed how you're going to approach bumps this winter. So I'm Tom Gellie. This has been another Carv Technique Teardown. We're wishing you all the best with your ski improvement this season, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.